How many times have you said, I'm going to start budgeting this month, only for it to fall apart a week later? It's frustrating, right? You know you should be budgeting, but sticking to it feels like an impossible task. Trust me, you're not alone. But here's the thing. What if I told you that budgeting isn't about restrictions and sacrifices? It's about freedom. Freedom to spend on what you truly value. Freedom to build wealth. Imagine waking up and knowing exactly where your money is going. No stress, no guilt. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a budget you can actually stick to. And we're going to break down the steps that will change your financial future. You'll be wondering why you didn't start sooner. First, we need to flip the script on budgeting. Because it's not about restricting, it's about strategy. Let's dive in. Act 1. Setting the stage. Why budgeting matters. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why do most budgets fail? Because people think budgeting is about denying themselves things. It's about no more lattes, cutting back on Netflix, and other miserable sacrifices. Well, that's a myth. Think about this. If your budget is forcing you to skip out on the things that matter to you, like eating out with friends or traveling, it won't last. You'll hate it, and that's exactly why it falls apart. But here's the truth. A real budget is about building a system that works for your goals. You don't have to give up everything you love. Instead, you're telling your money where to go, so you can confidently pursue the life you want. It's like having a roadmap to your dream lifestyle, except you're the one driving. Picture this. You're able to enjoy the things you love, while also making sure you're investing in your future. That's what a budget does for you. It lets you have both. Financial freedom is possible, but you need to know how to allocate your resources. Now, let's set up your budget step by step. Act 2. The method, how to build your budget. Step number 1, understand your income and expenses. Grab your last 3 bank statements. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Time to get real with yourself. Track every dollar that's coming in and every dollar that's going out. Your mind might say, but I only spend on essentials. Well, those essentials add up quickly. Trust me, this step might shock you, but it's necessary. We've all been there. Start by identifying the things that are not serving you, like those recurring subscriptions you forgot you even signed up for. Step number 2, categorize your expenses. Divide them into essentials, like rent, groceries, and utilities, and non-essentials, like Netflix, dining out, and shopping. Let me ask you this. How often are you thinking you're just treating yourself, but end up spending way too much on non-essentials? It's time to get honest. A budget is about prioritizing the essentials and trimming down the unnecessary. Step number 3, set specific goals. You can't stick to a budget if you don't have a vision. Where do you want your money to take you? Is it a vacation, paying off debt, building an emergency fund? Whatever it is, write it down and make it concrete. If you don't have a why, your budget will feel like a burden. Having goals makes it exciting. You're not just budgeting for the sake of budgeting. You're budgeting to live the life you want. Act 3, the motivation. Staying on track and building momentum. Step number 4, build in flexibility. Remember, life happens. Emergencies come up. You might overspend 1 month. That's okay. The key here is flexibility. If you're too rigid, you'll feel like a failure when things don't go perfectly, and you'll fall off track. So, leave room for adjustments. If you overspend on dining out, make it up by cutting back on shopping or entertainment next month. And here's the kicker. Reward yourself. Every time you stick to your budget or hit a savings goal, treat yourself. It could be something small, like a day off or a fun activity you've been wanting to do. This helps you stay motivated. Otherwise, what's the point of all this hard work? You're creating a system that feels rewarding, not restrictive. And here's the most important thing: consistency. If you slip up, it's okay. Just get back on track. The more consistent you are, the easier budgeting becomes. You won't just stick to a budget, you'll crush it. And that's when the magic happens. If you're feeling empowered right now, that's because you've just taken the first step toward financial freedom. But don't stop here. You've got the tools to make this work for you, and now it's time to take it to the next level. If you're ready to unlock the real power of your money and make it grow,